What's wrong with you?
Oh no. Okay, move. Okay. Hi everybody, welcome to Sorta Casual Games Podcast. This is episode number 4. My name is Jay, aka MrGhostProtocol, and this is
Karen, aka Freezergirl 77. Hello.
Hello everybody, hello. Been a very big week.
Yeah, you could say that.
Yeah, it's a very, very, very big week in terms of, like, for gaming.
Yeah.
With the gaming awards. But yes.
We'll get to that in a bit.
Yes, we will. We definitely will.
We will start, as we always start, or what we seem to be always starting with, is what we are currently playing.
Yeah, so what have you been playing, Karen?
This week I've got a treat for you, because I've actually been playing a lot.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I've finally completed the DLC, The Forge on Shadow of the Tomb Raider.
Oh yeah, you said.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So I finally completed that, loved it. Bit annoyed with parts of it, but...
Okay, what parts?
Like, why... It's a side story in a DLC about one of the characters in the game. So why isn't she part of it?
Yeah, I did find that a bit annoying. I kind of wanted to mention that to you before, but I thought if I did, I might have spoiled the story. So I just didn't say anything.
So it's her learning something quite significant about her past, learning that she's something that she didn't realise that she was. But it's Lara that gets to discover it all.
Yeah, it's kind of annoying, really.
Which I know it is Lara's game, and it was beautiful, and the Forge and the Tomb was stunning, probably one of the best tombs.
Yeah, definitely was. That
they've done.
How did you feel about when you actually completed it? Was you expecting something different compared to the other tombs you had already done in the game? Yeah, it was.
It's still another one of those pull down, jobby things. But how about a slide across sarcophagus thingamabob instead of
I know.
Actually discovering something that way. But overall, I enjoyed it, and it's probably probably my favourite tomb. And I'm looking forward to whatever else that I believe there's supposed to be 7 of these DLC jobbies.
What, 7 more?
No, 6 more.
6 more.
I believe. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see what else they've got to come with. So if they're all of that quality, I for one will be happy, I think. Okay.
So basically, recommendation to somebody that hasn't played it or hasn't got the season pass. Go and grab it, try it, give it a go.
Yeah, maybe you want to wait and see what else comes, but based on the first one, why not?
Okay, cool. So what else have you been playing?
So I've been playing a little bit more of Spyro, because that's my little go-to dip in and dip out of game.
Okay, and how are you getting on with Spyro Dragon? Was it still on the first? Was it the first one?
Yeah, it'll take me some time because I'm dipping in and dipping out again. But
you really enjoy it.
I love that little purple dragon. I really do. It just brings back such fuzzy little memories of playing the old school one, and the way that they've done it is beautiful.
Okay.
It's really beautiful, and one nice little touch is that you can change between that original score, that soundtrack, and the new one. So you can listen. You can play,
really?
You can play the new game, but you can listen to the original soundtrack.
What? So is the soundtrack completely different to the old one?
They've updated it to make it more.
But it sounds the same, but just a bit more updated. Okay.
But you can still listen to the original one
to get that retro sound feeling.
If you want to, yeah.
Yeah, that sounds cool.
It's nice, but Toys with Bob did a really great job on it.
Oh, what is that? Is that the company that?
That's the company that remastered it, because they weren't the originals, obviously.
Okay. So what else have you been tapping buttons on?
Well, after much pestering, I'm finally revisiting. I've finally decided to revisit Hellblade, one of my
about fucking time, man.
Personal favourite games of the last maybe 2 years ago now, isn't it? It came out. It wasn't this year. It came out, was it?
No, it came out last year. It came out the same year as Horizon, right?
I think so.
So it was last year. Yeah.
So Hellblade from Ninja Theory. It's an absolutely outstandingly stunning game, and I'm actually taking the recommended way of playing it and playing it with the headphones.
Yeah. That's one thing. I've never played that game with headphones, but you've mentioned before, and I've heard from someone from somewhere else, the best way to play it.
Highly recommend it. If you don't know what Hellblade is about, it touches a lot on, I suppose, mental health issues. And Senua, the main character, has got a lot of voices in her head which you can hear. Now, when you play it without the headphones, yes, you can hear them, but trust me, when you put the headphones on, it's like those voices are actually in your head.
Yeah, that's really
and it
is cool.
Nuts, and they've done it really, 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 really well. I highly recommend you actually go and revisit that game, even just for a little bit. Even if you just like the intro, because the intro is quite long, and you've got all the voices there.
Okay, yeah.
Just to experience it.
Well, I might do that actually.
But basically, I'm hoping I don't want to big myself up. I'm hoping by the time we record the next podcast, I'll have my second platinum.
About time. That's the only reason why I've been telling you to play that game, because you're like one trophy from a platinum, and it's not that hard.
Yeah, I know.
Like, all you gotta do is just replay it and find these, what are they called, talismans or something?
Law stones,
and that's it. You got your platinum. And really, truly, I feel like that should have been your first platinum.
Maybe
because the game isn't even long as well.
I know, but it took me a long time, and you do have to remember the first time I played that Hellblade, it nearly damn well broke me.
Broke
my thumbs.
Your thumb.
The fight scenes for me are just so intense. They're so intense because there's just so. Yeah, and I get, because I'm just constant. Yeah, I think it's because I tense up so much when I'm doing a battle, and because they go on, they are quite long, some of them, and you do have to fight an awful lot. Yeah, I think the first time I played it, because I played it like for hours at a time because I was loving the game so much. Yeah, I nearly broke my thumbs. Okay. I'm doing it in smaller segments this time.
Cool.
But even after playing it for 2 hours the other night,
you just need to take your time with it. That's what you need to do. Just take your time with it.
But in theory, I should still be able to complete it this weekend, because it's not a long game.
Yeah, definitely. So is that what you've been playing?
I did touch a little bit more on the other Lara Croft game that I've got that I can never remember, the Land of Osiris. Okay. Yeah, it's bloody hard.
But you're enjoying it?
I do, but I keep dying, so I threw the controller away.
Is it? I thought you would have had like a bit more.
The controls on it are just so. So it's a nice game.
Didn't you say it was like, was it Lara Croft Go?
Like a very updated version of it, yeah. But the controls on it are so alien to me. Like, getting to shoot, you have to use the right joystick and press a button. Okay. Yeah. It's a little bit alien. So like when you've got like hundreds of baddies coming or like a swarm of beetles coming towards you, and you need to shoot them, trying to figure, like, normally you would just press a trigger, right? You don't have to use a direction button, you have to just press a trigger. Yeah. But because I've got to do the direction as well, I'm dying a lot because I panic. But anyway, yeah, it's still a nice little game. Okay. What about you? What have you been playing?
To be honest with you, I haven't really been playing too much.
Oh, we've got a reversal this year.
Yes, which is good, because normally I'm the one that's playing quite a bit, and you're the one that's like not hardly playing anything. So so I finally finished Tomb Raider Anniversary on the Vita. Oh, so that's done. Okay. Yeah, I was actually forgot to mention that to you before, but yeah, I completed that. I tried to start Tomb Raider Legends, and the control schemes is a little bit different and stuff, and kind of getting used to it.
Some of the older Lara Croft games, it's a little hard.
You know, it's like what I was saying to you before. Like, some games that you play now might not look dated, but the controls and the system might feel a bit dated. So you know, but I think once you get used to playing it, it's okay with a lot of the games, because a lot of the games that I play on the Vita are either Vita games or PSP games, and a lot of them are actually quite okay. Like, I tend to you tend to notice the, you know, like games like how bad the games are aged when you play like PS1 games and stuff. You know, so so anyway, so I completed Tomb Raider Anniversary, started Tomb Raider Legends. You know, I was tapping buttons on Watch Dogs like I always do. You know, the same old thing.
Even I played a little bit.
Oh, you did?
You remember?
Oh yeah, you came around and you played a little bit. Yeah. You did. Yeah, but you got on your system, so like, if you're not actually, when I was checking like the trophies and seeing what games you've got, like you've actually got a lot of games you actually don't even like or play, so you might need to delete them off your system because you've only
actually on my system. I checked.
Oh, they're not.
No.
Oh, what? So it's just the saves you got.
It must be.
Yeah,
well, actually on my system.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe you can delete that shit too.
Well, when I can figure out how to find it.
Yeah. So
didn't you platinum another game this week?
Wait, was it wasn't that last week I did that?
No, I'm not sure what that was.
Anyway, so yeah, I was playing Lara Croft Go and I platinum Lara Croft Go. That was my 5th platinum and stuff. So I did that, but I could have swore that was last week. But anyway, and I also tried to restart playing Shadow of the Tomb Raider to try and get the platinum trophy. And I must have died at one point. It threw me right back to the beginning, and I just thought, fuck it. I just flanked the controller down. And I thought, fuck that shit. I can't bother to play it anymore.
I told you're going to have to be like in that mind frame of playing it on ultra hard and just...
It's getting on my goddamn nerves, man. Anyway, but the point is that I'm trying to do it because I'm 2 trophies from getting a platinum, and I can do it by playing it on the hard. I can get them both by playing it on the hardest difficulty. That's the reason why I want to do it. But every time I go to do it and I die and it throws me back, I just think, fuck this shit, I'm done. So yeah, right now it's a real love-hate relationship trying to get this platinum on Shadow of the Tomb Raider. Yeah, it's pissing me off. But that's about it. Like, that's all I've played this week. I haven't really played too much, to be honest with you. I've been busy with work and focusing on doing other things, to be honest. So yeah, so not much.
Okay.
Anyway, so let's move on to the next topic.
So what happened last night? It
was the Game Awards 2018. I stayed up late to all hours of the night. About
one of us did, yes. The other one.
I didn't go to bed till about 2:30 anyway, 2:30, 3. But yeah,
some of us were sleeping.
Yeah, but I stayed up and watched it. It was actually one thing we'll say from the jump. It's a big improvement from last year, and it's a massive improvement from 5 years ago.
They're still learning, I guess, right?
Yeah, it's good. I mean, they're actually learning. Every year they're actually improving. So that's actually a really good thing.
There's definitely things they need to improve on, but the idea and the premise of it is good. I think just the general, when you compare it to like other award shows, it's maybe not as polished as it could be, but they'll get there. Yeah,
but it's young, and
the idea of it is great, and it's nice that there's a proper platform for, and this seems to be the big one. So
yeah,
which really means that there really wasn't much before this.
No, there definitely wasn't.
Like, so it's nice because there should be, there should be awards.
Yeah, like was it like
an actual awards show? Maybe there are. I don't know.
Well, like there are. There has been like smaller outlets, like smaller award shows and stuff. But I think this is like the biggest one in terms of like the gaming industry, in terms of just in terms of giving out awards and stuff.
But it's still a streamed thing. It's not like something that you can watch like on your standard regular TV, like the Oscars or the the Grammys or the Golden Globes or something. You can watch that on your TV. You have to stream this game.
Yeah, well, obviously
game awards.
Yeah, well, obviously a lot of people were streaming it either on YouTube or Twitch.
Well, I suppose that fits in with the whole gaming lifestyle, doesn't it? So.
Yeah, and I'm assuming, I'm not 100% sure, but I'm assuming you probably could have watched it on like PSN. You probably could have watched it on Xbox. Yeah. So and yeah, so I'm assuming
maybe you could
that's
be tapping
how
buttons and watching it at the same time. I don't know. Could you do that?
I have no idea.
I know. I'm just wondering if that would even be a possibility, because that'd be kind of cool. If you're tapping your buttons to your favourite game whilst watching it.
Yeah, I kind of feel like the whole point of it is to have they want your whole focus and energy on the awards show.
I think right now it'd be better if you could just tap some buttons and just have it in the corner, because
Okay, so like you watched it as well. So what was your overall take of the awards show? Like from beginning to end, like how it No, I mean, like the quality, how it flowed, the things that they showed.
Yeah, I mean, they've certainly got a lot of content. I mean, it's not necessarily all great content, but then again, you know, different people like different things, and you know, they announced before the award show that there's going to be 10 new game announcements, and I think I can maybe say 2 of them
That actually appealed to you.
that I'm mildly interested in.
Yeah, that's how I felt. I felt like there was probably like 2, 3, maybe that kind of like. Oh,
But
okay.
then at the same time, I wasn't really expecting like anything AAA, because, you know, the games that were in that respect that we're looking forward to, they've already been announced. We've already seen the trailers for them. We've already seen gameplay for them. So in all reality, you know, and a lot of the gaming people were like coming out like beforehand saying, no, we're not going to beat that Cyberpunk and stuff. They all came out and said, it's not going to be us. Last of Us came up and said, we're not going to be there.
Yeah.
That big names were suddenly coming out like in the days beforehand, so no, it's not going to be.
Yeah, because they wanted to cut the gossip. They wanted to cut that. Like, no, it's not us. So yeah.
Yeah, but you know, generally,
was it like? Do you think that might have affected the amount of people that actually like tuned in to watch it? Because I mean, because people, was it like if we didn't know that if Cyberpunk or Naughty Dog or whoever wasn't going to be there, then the people that probably like was like anticipating for them to be there, or like to hope, or like hoping that we'll get like an announcement from certain studios. Do you reckon that they probably felt, oh, well, if they're not going to be there, then what's the point?
To be fair, not to be disrespectful to the Gamers Awards, I wouldn't expect a big announcement to really come from that platform yet until it gets to be something bigger. And until, I mean, to be honest, there's no reason for, say, Naughty Dog, for instance, to actually be there, because what are they nominated for? Nothing.
Yeah.
There's no point in them actually being there. So the big gaming.
No, but you say that though. But like they could have been there to announce something new.
Yeah.
They also could have been there. Okay, it's like
maybe that's something for the future to get all of the gaming developers in. I mean, maybe they are there. I don't know if they're there supporting.
Well, that's what I was going to say,
like
because
Rockstar and supporting Bethesda and.
Well, that's what I was going to say, because it's an award show. So the whole point of it is to get everyone there to support each other. It's not just about just winning awards. It's about having. I mean, was it going to a award show?
I don't know why I said Bethesda. I meant Santa Monica.
Yeah, like, was it? Yeah, it was. It's about going to a award show and supporting, and also, you know, advertising or promoting things like up and coming games or trailers. Like so you don't have to go there if you don't know what I mean. If you just have a nomination, you can just go there for other things too, or just to support.
Yeah, they could have been there, but yeah, I don't know.
Okay, yeah. What did you think of like the live performances? They had quite a few. Like they had.
I enjoyed the beginning one, with Hans Zimmer.
Oh yeah, that was the Game Award theme tune done by that was good. Was it Hans Zimmer? Was it Hans Zimmer? Godlike.
He's a god.
Was it high level?
And the only other one that's not even really worth mentioning because I didn't enjoy it was the Devil May Cry one, and I'm sorry, Jonathan, but I hated it.
Oh shit. No, but did you hate the tune or did you just hate the performance?
Both.
Oh, so you just don't like it?
Now, I'm not going to profess to be a Devil May Cry fan, because I am not. However, you have played me Devil May Cry tunes from previous games.
Yeah, Devil May Cry.
And they sit on
2 and 3, especially 3
and they sit
and 4.
They pretty much sit on my wavelength as a heavy metal fan.
Mm.
Now, the way they build this tune, like in their announcement, was, you know, get your earplugs because it's going to be heavy, and, you know, put your religious things away. So I was expecting something, you know, hard.
Yeah, quite hard and dark, isn't it?
And heavy. No. You know, I'm someone that listens to Marilyn Manson and Slipknot. This was tame. It was weak. That's a mild rock song at the very most. There's nothing heavy about it.
It was PG.
It's very PG, and you know, the guys are trying to amp it up by doing this and doing this, and I'm just like, you know, you're just taking the piss.
Oh shit.
You know, that's like, you're trying to be a heavy metal. No. Sorry, that falls flat with me.
Okay.
As a, you know, a metalhead.
What and there was no other performance that you particularly liked? Red Dead Redemption.
I don't. You're just gonna get me ranting all night. I'm sorry, people, but I do not give two shits for Red Dead Redemption 2.
Okay.
I'm bored of it.
You have to be bored if you haven't even played it.
That's because that's all anyone talks about.
Yeah, because it's meant to be a good game.
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
Like, I haven't played it, but I'm not cussing it off because everybody's talking about it.
Well, it's, because I went into work today, and obviously I'm surrounded by Red Dead fans. That's all they're playing. That's all they goddamn talk about. So I go in today. So, guys, did you know it's the Game Awards last night? Did you see who won the Game of the Year? No, but it was Red Dead. No, it wasn't.
Oh shit! Was that?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
What are they going to watch this? You're pointing like they're going to watch it.
Yeah, one of them's watched some of them before, so yeah.
Oh really? Okay.
But he wasn't the one that thought that it was going to win, so it's fine. So yeah, that's why it winds me up.
Okay.
Because that's all they goddamn talk about when it comes to games. There are other games out there.
Okay, what about how the awards show kind of like flowed? Like, did you think it was too long? Did you think that it didn't flow that well? Did you reckon that there was a lot of announcements that you probably felt that weren't very?
I mean, to be fair, a lot of the announcements were weak, in my opinion. Don't you think? Like, there's nothing.
Yeah.
But like we've already touched on this. Like, I was never expecting like a AAA game announcement to be made at that one, or to see any extra of the games that I'm already excited about. So, there's a couple of things in there that like I say, has piqued my interest a little bit.
Yeah, you said you liked the Mortal Kombat trailer.
Oh, that looks. Now, I used to play Mortal Kombat years ago. To see Mortal Kombat 11 and see how it's, oh my, I really enjoyed that trailer. Now, some people have called it disgusting.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I think they think it's a bit too much. But
really,
I thought it was sick.
I don't understand how someone could say it's disgusting unless they thought that the last 2-3 Mortal Kombats were disgusting as well, because it's no difference. I don't know anything about
the last couple. But
it's the studio's called NetherRealm. They're the same people that made was it Injustice?
You know how I feel about Injustice.
Yeah, I know, but but the way Injustice plays is the way Mortal Kombat plays. It's the same studio. It looks the same. It's very dark. It's very violent. You just
want me to rant on this show today.
No, but I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm
very angry, but
Okay, but yeah, I thought it was cool, but I'm not really into the NetherRealm games. I'm not really into the DC games. I'm not really into the Mortal Kombat games. I think they're good. Was it Ladji gets them? I know. Was it Ro? He likes them too. He plays them. So I play them when I go around to Ladji's house and stuff, and I think they look amazing graphically. They play really good, but for some reason I'm just not particularly into it, which is strange, because once upon a time I used to love Mortal Kombat.
I love. I think I remember touching on all of the 3 fighting games from back in the day: Street Fighter, Tekken, and Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
However, watching that Mortal Kombat trailer today, that has brought back more fuzzy feels than like Tekken or Street Fighter.
Yeah, probably.
I don't know why.
But it's probably because you haven't, from your perspective, it's probably because you haven't seen it or played it for such a long time. Yeah. Like the same way you probably feel like with Spyro, you haven't really seen or played Spyro since this year. Since before you downloaded it on the Vita, and now you have it for the PS4. So you tend to find the longer you tend to not play something or a game that you have fond memories of from back in the day,
you get more fuzzy feels.
Yeah, you have that more nostalgia feeling.
Okay.
So that's what I think anyway.
It looks cool anyway. I was kind of that's like my favourite trailer that I've seen.
Okay, and what did you think of Crash Team Racing? You seem to like that.
Now, in terms of that type of racing game, I've always been a Mario fan.
Yeah, Mario Kart.
I love Mario Kart.
Yeah, it's always been about Mario Kart.
But I don't have access to Mario Kart racing anymore, so this might have to be my second best.
Yeah,
because it looks kind of similar. I never played the original, but I do like Crash. He's a cool character, and yeah, that looks like a kind of cool game to play like online with people.
Yeah, like I was saying that, you know, it looks good.
Like I want to go into battle with you on that game, definitely.
Yeah, but right now my mind, in terms of Crash Bandicoot, my mind's on playing the remake. So that's what I'm eventually gonna get and do. That I was actually want to play the same way you want to play Spyros is the same way I want to play Crash Bandicoot. At first I didn't, but for some reason it's like something actually told, like it was when I played it on the Vita and like that same thing you're talking about clicked in my head. Then when I saw it again, like the HD remake on the PS4, I was like, I actually want to play this. Because I remember playing the first one and I might have touched the second one, but I just didn't. But I'd stopped playing it because like back in the days, like, you know, original PlayStation, especially PS2, there were so many other games. And you know, when I was younger, I couldn't afford all the games I wanted to play. So you kind of had to be very selective about what games, you know, that like you bought. So yeah, I think maybe after I play, like it definitely was it like it definitely piqued my interest. But after playing, the HD remake or whatever of the Crash Bandicoot games, I probably feel a bit more like, oh yeah, I want to play this, because it's the same way I thought about Mario. I kind of went off Mario for a little bit, but when I started playing Mario again, I wanted to play Mario Kart, you know. So I think the same kind of thing is probably going to happen.
Lost many hours to Mario Kart.
Yeah, crazy hours, and crazy
because I get very competitive.
Was it last time I played Mario Kart was on the...
I'm a bugger for throwing those banana skins.
Yeah, but the last time I played Mario Kart was actually on Rose's birthday, and we went to that that pub bar, yeah, and upstairs they got the pool tables, but they have they have the SNES, and I mean had Nintendo Cube, they got like every single Nintendo machine plugged into different TVs, and upstairs they just had the SNES and they had Street Fighter and Mario Kart. And was it me, Rowan, and two of his friends? We were playing Mario Kart. It was actually quite fun. That's what I was saying. Like, a game like that still holds up today, even though that game is so old. You know what I mean? It just brought back so much like cool feelings. What did you think of Anthem? Obviously it wasn't no
real feelings.
A new title, but no.
What about you?
I thought it looked quite cool. Kind of touched on the story a bit. You know what I mean? Like, because up until this point, you've just been seeing like random shots and random clips of like just how the game looks and the look of the world. So yeah, you got a little bit of the story. You know. I'm a little bit interested in that game. A little bit. I'm not gonna front. But yeah, I'll definitely keep my eye on it. You know.
What about Ancestors?
Oh,
God. To make you rant.
I don't even know what Ancestors is about. Like, I really don't know. Like, it's meant to be like Ubisoft's new IP that they're doing, and from what I saw, I'm just like, what the fuck is this?
It's like Evolution to me. From the trailer.
Yeah, like there was no interest. Like I literally sat there watching this trailer thinking, what is this? Like, what am I watching? You know.
Same.
And that's how I felt about a lot of these like exclusive announcements, you know, like the premiere. It's like they're dropping in these trailers and stuff, and a lot of these trailers like no gameplay, no nothing, and it's just like a short little clip of something or a little CG cutscene, and it's like, okay, so what's the game about? And a lot of these like these premiere exclusive titles were like that. So it was like, what exactly am I looking at? That's why I kind of like more appreciated the ones that actually showed you like the actual game and the gameplay a bit, you know. Like, there wasn't too many of them, but there were quite a few. But yeah, that was it. To be honest with you, that's literally it. Like, there wasn't anything else in terms of like the...
No. The one that I like the look of is a little game called The Last Campsite, with the cutesy little Ewok-y type plushy character.
Oh.
Now, it may fall flat on its face with me in the same way as Little Nightmares did, but...
Yeah, well, that's what I was thinking. You sure? Because Little Nightmares, you talking that same that same talk, but when the game came out, you didn't have the same energy. So what happened? What happened?
Slugs kept eating me, and I threw away the controller. I had a hissy fit, and yeah.
Okay.
But it still looks interesting. The cute little character, like they said, it will make a great plushie to hug and to hold. And
yeah.
I still like cutesy things.
I don't know about all that, but anyway.
Yeah. Whatever.
Yeah. So
we're actually going to talk about the winners because we've gone complete. We've done it back to front now.
No, but it's about the show. So it doesn't matter what order we talk about in, personally speaking. But I was going to go into this segment by saying something like, like, did you pick a lot of the? No. Okay. Alright then.
I'm actually upset about one of them in particular, but
Alright then. Well, let's go through it then.
We're going to start with the big.
You want to start with the big one? Okay. Yeah, fuck it. Let's start with the big one.
I am very happy about this, actually.
Yes, well, as you probably already guess, or probably seen online already.
Or already know.
It was this Kratos boy game of the year.
Is that your best impression?
But what?
Is that your best impression? Boy. I never played it, but I still enjoyed that. I enjoy that man's voice very much.
But. Yeah.
Yeah, fuck you, Red Dead.
God, what's wrong with you, man? Shit.
Sorry, Jonathan. I know you're playing it.
Yeah, so obviously, God of War won Game of the Year 2018.
Well done, Santa Monica. Well done.
But.
No, I never played this game, but I witnessed you playing it many times.
High level, godlike game, and no pun intended. Anyway,
I think out of the list, yeah, they deserve to win.
Yeah, definitely. I'm not gonna lie.
The level of detail in that game is insane.
Yeah, I know, but I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, because the amount of awards that Red Dead Redemption was winning, I was sweating because because it started getting to a point, that the categories where it had God of War and Red Dead Redemption in it, and Red Dead Redemption were winning, my eyes were rolling at some of them.
But when you look at it now, it's the lesser awards.
Yeah.
That's the way I'm trying to spin it now.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
I don't know what my problem is. I really don't.
Okay, but how do you feel? What? So how do you? Okay, even though you don't play it, how do you feel about them winning over the other nominees?
I feel amazing, and I think it's a rightly won award because just for that man's voice alone.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. Let's move on then.
Best ongoing game.
The best ongoing game. Winner Fortnite. Yeah.
I think my face says it all.
See, was it like?
It's probably the right winner, right?
Yeah. So just like Game of the Year, I did pick Overwatch.
Yeah, me too. But that's because it's a game that I was potentially interested in playing. For whatever reason, I didn't end up playing it.
Yeah.
No Man's Sky got slated, and I don't play Fortnite. Never will. Hate Destiny.
See, was it like? See, thing is, to be honest with you, I knew it was probably going to be between Fortnite and Overwatch.
Yeah, because they're big online games.
Yeah,
right?
they're very, 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 very big, and they're still going strong now because they are online games. That's why So I knew it was going to be either or, but I just went with Overwatch because obviously I like the look and the style of Overwatch more and the gameplay.
I'll never play Fortnite because I don't want to get killed by some 10-year-old kid.
Oh shit. Okay. Next one is best game direction.
Another big awards.
Boy.
But they did win over Detroit.
Yeah, God of War.
My game.
Yeah.
I think that's the thing. I was playing Detroit as you were playing.
God of War, and that's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
So obviously when we was doing the nominations and stuff.
I was choosing Detroit. You was choosing
God of War. Yeah.
Yeah, I've got to support the game that I fell in love with immediately from playing.
The thing I think about with a lot of the nominations and the games that won, in terms of like gamers that vote, sometimes it can be quite biased because not everyone owns a PS4 or Xbox or Nintendo, and not everyone has played every game.
No, obviously.
So you're only going to vote really for the games that you've played, regardless of what system you've got.
Apart from the true sweaties that have nothing else to do.
Yeah, well, anyway, but You know, but yeah. So obviously, a lot of the voting from a lot of us quite biased to what we had played, experienced, and liked. You know, so sometimes some people might feel like, you know, a certain game shouldn't have won, but you know,
everyone's entitled to an opinion.
Yeah, of course. But yeah, bam, God of War. So amazing. I'm happy for that. The best narrative. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah, I did pick God of War for this,
and I picked Detroit.
But when it came down to like the crunch, and they were showing like the trailers of, you know, of the nominees, a part of me actually did think, you know what, I actually want like Detroit to win.
They didn't know. Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah, Red Dead Redemption. So, you know what I mean, give up to Red Dead Redemption 2, Rockstar Games, they're killing it. You know what I mean, like, they got the best narrative.
That one kind of burned me a little bit though, because I truly, Detroit has got an amazing story to tell. Well, this
is the thing, because like,
and that could be our damn future.
Well, it's a possibility. It's a possibility.
Let's be honest.
Yeah, it's a definite possibility. But the thing is that the reason why I probably felt okay, I haven't played Red Dead Redemption, everybody. So it's, you know what I mean. So my opinion is quite biased.
It's quite clear that neither of us have.
Yeah, all right. But you have, and I've only got to. You know what I mean, I only managed to play the demo of Detroit, and from what you told me and from what I've experienced and what I've seen online about Detroit, because it was like multi-choice and depending on what you did, change the narrative and stuff like that, I felt like that would have won, because it takes a lot of work to write like branching narratives in the game generally anyway.
So many endless possibilities.
You know. But in saying that, that also might have been the reason why it didn't win, because I did
too many possibilities.
No, well,
it's not one flow through story.
Maybe no. What's it? It's not really that. I think it's more to do with the fact that even though it's different possibilities and stuff, I think because of that, I think at the time when the game came out, a lot of people were saying that what kind of hurts the narrative a little bit. Like, it kind of contradicts itself a lot at certain points, you know. So,
maybe, but
a lot of people were saying the game probably, in terms of narrative, probably could have done with a little, was it a little bit more work to tighten everything up.
But there's certain choices that you make, like with certain characters, who will decide which path they go down. So,
yeah, I just personally think that the body of work and what it probably took to make Detroit probably deserved to get the best narrative. But the best narrative is actually the narrative being told is that the best story, the best way that they told that story, you know. So
we'll give it. Like all things, all art is very, very subjective, but biased at the same time, depending on what you played. So, you know, kind of contradiction sometimes. But yeah, so Red Dead Redemption won that. I don't know, like, I heard from a lot of people. Jonathan played it and he said that the story is really good. So, well,
I'll have to take his word for it.
Yeah,
you know. Okay.
Best art direction. The winner, Return of Obra Dinn.
I've never played it. I've never heard of it.
But it beat games like
God of War,
Red Dead Redemption 2, Creed, Red Dead. You know, beautiful looking games. So whatever it is, sorry for being ignorant, but it's good.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I'm just happy Red Dead didn't win another game.
What?
I'm just happy Red Dead didn't win another one. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry.
Okay, so
best score
music. Again, I haven't played and I haven't heard Red Dead Redemption 2 soundtrack.
Oh, yeah, they won again.
So obviously, you know, I don't really have much of an opinion.
It beats God of War, and we know. I know that you like that.
The soundtrack for God of War is amazing. It is really, really good. I've got it on my playlist on iTunes on my phone.
I know.
Like, the soundtrack is sick. Like, it's really, really good. And I think a lot of it probably because it's that north sound with the old mixed with the old kind of like God of War. And because I watch Vikings and stuff, and I love Vikings and stuff like that, I think that's why I probably gravitated to the sound and the theme of the game more than anything else.
Okay. And,
you know, but obviously I'm gonna have a biased opinion. But yeah, I felt like, you know, God of War should have won for the best score music. You know, yeah. But Red Dead Redemption won that. So what's this? Best audio design. Again, Red Dead Redemption 2, Rockstar. You know, the thing with this is that, like, when it's the best audio design, like, I take that as, do they mean like the sound effects?
I guess.
You know, like the wind blowing.
Yeah,
the sound of the leaves. You know, the sound of the guns firing and stuff like that. Or is that a mix between like the voice actors? But then again, you got best performer as well, so that will probably be but best performer probably comes underneath voice and actual physical performance, because you do motion capture.
Yeah.
So like with best audio, like sometimes I get a bit confused as in what is the criteria for the best audio design. Is it just for the sound effects of the actual game, or is it for the voice actors as well? Huh?
I'm gonna go with best, like the, you know.
Yeah.
What you just said, because I can't remember now.
Yeah. See, like I would have thought God of War would have had a very, 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 very strong case for that. Not. Even Forza Horizon 4, because it takes a lot to get the sounds, like the different sounds of like the cars, the engines. You know, I don't know, but yeah, like Red Dead Redemption won that, so that's like another one. That's probably what, like number 3 they've won so far.
Yeah.
Anyway, so best performance. Again, Red Dead Redemption. Roger Clark and Arthur Morgan. Yeah, see, was it?
I'm not happy.
See, like, was it like some people will say that if you're winning the best score, the best audio, well, some people say if you won the best score, then it's kind of like a given that you should win the best audio, best perform and best performance as well. But like I was saying about the best performance, is that the voice and motion capture, or is that just motion capture?
It's got a bit of the.
Because I would have thought it was both, because you're acting, isn't it? So
I
so
would
if you're
say
acting,
it's the overall portrayal of that character, everything. So from the motion capture to the voice to the acting, and personally, I think.
See,
Brian Deckard as Connor in Detroit Become Human has been robbed.
You think so?
Yeah, he did such a wonderful job with potentially quite a more difficult and complex character than some of those. I mean, Kratos, yeah, he's got a great voice, but in terms of the character and the character that had to be portrayed, I'm backing Brian all the way.
That was it. Like, the only thing I will say about Brian is that I'm assuming now that, like, because there's multiple choice and different avenues and different things can happen.
So just think of all the extra work he had to do.
Therefore, he has to act accordingly for the different choices that you make in the game.
He had to play different types of Connor.
Yeah, so
his performance, hello, he had to do a damn sight more work than, in my opinion.
Yeah, I know, but it's not just about the work; it's the actual performance.
And he did it all.
Yeah.
Wonderfully.
See, I can't really speak too much about it.
They all did in that game, to be fair. They all pulled off a.
Well, I would say, I would say that, like with Christopher, like as Kratos and stuff, for God of War, like he was.
Boy.
No, but it was more than that. It was like.
But that's the.
Because like that's just the voice, but like in terms of like the performance and stuff, like there was a moment, like I think it was on the trailer before the game even came out, when Atreus must have like killed a deer or something like that, and like, or like did something, I can't remember exactly what it was, and Kratos kind of like had to go at him. Then he was like, look, like just do it. And there's a moment where he wanted to like touch, like, put his hand on his shoulder and say, look, like, but he kind of stopped himself from doing it. And it's moments like that, which is like real moments where like a father is teaching his son, and he's been and at times he has to be really harsh or hard with him, even though he doesn't want to. And at that moment, you saw that like emotion, through that character in the game, and actually like him portraying like. Oh,
it's amazing what they can do these days.
Yeah, it was beautiful. It's beautiful, and that's just one of many that's in God of War. Again, like, I can only talk about games I've played, and obviously I voted for God of War, and you voted for Detroit, and Red Dead Redemption 2 won. So anyway, but they won, so you have to give up to them. So Okay, so games for impact.
This is where it's going to get dicey because we know nothing about this one.
Yeah, I don't know any.
Celeste.
Well, you got Life is Strange 2, episode 1, but then again, we haven't played any of these, so it's literally. I think that I might have voted for
Games for impact.
Florence.
I'm guessing that means. I'm guessing this is a category that maybe Hellblade would have been in. For the
yeah, probably, yeah.
Because
probably.
it's got a meaning behind.
Yeah, probably, definitely.
And in a way, actually, this is just on a side note. I'd actually like to see more games like that, speaking to certain subjects and things.
and not shying away from it.
Yeah, because it's because everyone's affected by something or whatever, and it's kind of nice to have those games and things represented.
Yeah, definitely. Anyway, let's shuffle on. The best independent game.
Celeste again.
I haven't played any of these games.
No, I don't know enough about it. Sorry.
So when I was voting, it was literally like a blind vote. I was just like,
I think the only one I'd heard of in independent was Dead Cells.
Yes, Dead Cells. But I didn't vote for Dead Cells. I think I voted for, was it Celeste? I think that's what I voted for.
You just took a random.
Yeah, it was just a random one. It was random. Okay. Best mobile games.
Yeah.
Now I don't play. Do you know what? Yeah, I have got mobile games. I've got like the Sega classic, like Sonic the Hedgehogs and Streets of Rage and
I don't play stuff like that.
You know what I mean? I've got like Snoopy Pop and stuff like that. There's certain games I play on my mobile, but to be honest with you, since I've got the Vita, I've literally like not played any mobile games. It's very, very, very rarely that I will play them, even though they're games that I love to play, like Sonic the Hedgehog, and Sonic CD are classic games, amazing games. I just don't ever feel the need to want to play it on my mobile anymore. So this was like, again, a blind pick.
Florence.
Yeah.
Yeah, moving on.
The best VR and AR game. Now, Astrobots.
Yep.
Rescue Mission. I actually did vote for them because obviously I played a demo, played it a little bit.
We've actually got the game now. I've actually played it, and it is.
Yeah.
It is so much fun.
Yeah, it's good.
So much fun, and I'm really happy that game won.
Even though I did think maybe Tetris Effect might have grabbed it because it came out like, I think was it last week it came out, and it's been getting really good reviews. People been like, waxing lyrical about the game. The game looks amazing, and I'm still kicking myself for having the time demo and not playing it in VR like a goddamn idiot. So because if that game looks anything like Res Infinite Area X, come on man, playing Tetris in that,
in
VR.
I get it.
So that's why I thought maybe Tetris Effect might grab it, but it didn't. Yeah. But I was quite happy that Astrobot Rescue Mission got it. Yeah. I'm
very happy too.
So I'm quite happy about that. So that's
a very well made VR game.
Yeah, so that's like a pick that we both got right.
the only one for me, I think.
Yeah. Best action game.
Dead Cells
1. Again, we haven't played it.
What it was up. I honestly thought Call of Duty Black Ops would have won that.
I thought they would won it as well because Call of Duty Black Ops 4 has been getting really good reviews. Yeah. Was it compared to the previous ones? This is probably like the best talked about Call of Duty game in a while. So I thought that Call of Duty might have taken it, but I don't know what happened. And I knew Destiny 2 weren't gonna get it because I think everyone's got a mad love-hate relationship with that game.
I just hate it.
Yeah. And Mega Man 11. Yeah, to be honest with you, I literally thought it would have been Call of Duty. So I was quite surprised that like Dead Cells actually won that.
Well,
but that's the whole point of these award shows. It's like sometimes you get the unexpected, as long as it's not a major snub. I don't know, but some people might think this is a major snub, like best action game. It doesn't even get like, Anyway, but
then you move to best action / adventure game.
Yeah.
And God of War pull it out again. This is what I'm saying. God of War won the big awards.
Yeah.
Red Dead just got the tiny one.
Oh, fuck's sake. Yeah, but you know what? But you said you was quite annoyed with this. This section because this was the only.
It's the only awards that Shadow of the Tomb Raider was nominated for, and obviously I went with that to be voted for, but I can't complain about God of War winning over them. I can't.
Yeah, like God of War. You know what I mean? So I was quite happy. That's another one I got right. Anyway, so the best role-playing game, I went with Monster Hunter.
I think I did too.
I know Jonathan's happy. I know Jay's happy because he loves Monster Hunter.
Yeah, we know.
Jay, if you're watching, I know he was watching the Game Awards show last night. You were goddamn happy with Monster Hunter 1. You know what I'm saying? But he's probably got to kick my ass because I still haven't even played the game yet.
Yeah, well.
Do you know what it's like with certain games like RPG, open world games? I feel like sometimes if you don't play it from the beginning, even though like they, you know what I mean, like they always do things where you can get a character at a certain level or you can do certain things. I don't know, like with me personally, I just feel like I've missed out, and I don't know. I mean, I can't feel like if you don't jump on the train at a certain point with these type of games, it's just no
point
unless it's a self-contained RPG, you know. But because that's got open world, I know that. I mean, Monster Hunter World. The reason why it's still going on because it's got the open world online and stuff. So yeah.
Best fighting game.
Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
Fighter C.
You might guess that someone's a bit of a fan.
Yeah. But I knew
if you can see them in the video.
Yeah, but I knew. But I knew it. But I ain't gonna front with you. I was fighting with Soul Calibur and like Dragon Ball. I was like, I don't know. Dragon Ball. It's got to be Dragon Ball. You know what I mean? But what I will say is that it's a very, very, very good year for Bandai Namco and Arc Systems as well. You know. Because Arc System, they released Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle, that's Arc System. Then Dragon Ball Fighter C is Arc System and Bandai Namco, and Soul Calibur is Bandai. You know what I'm saying? So it's a good year for both of them. You know what I mean, like that's a win for Arc System and Bandai Namco. So like I'm more than happy with that. You know what I mean, I love Dragon Ball Fighter C. You know what I mean, like it's still. I mean, I love watching the tournaments and stuff, especially, you know, like the Tekken tournaments and Dragon Ball tournaments is what I watch hard online. I mean, I'm starting to watch a little bit of people playing Soul Calibur 6 and stuff, but yeah, Street Fighter 5. I just don't like Street Fighter 5. I'm just not with it. And Blaze Blue Cross Tag, I like that game, but yeah, I don't know. I think I might wait because the one thing I don't like about the Arc System games, like Guilty Gear, Blaze Blue, there's crazy different versions of them, and I just can't take that shit generally. So because of that, I kind of like I might play it to begin with, then I'll just fall back and I'm done because I know how these games are. I'm just not with all that. Just make a game, bring out all the characters and stuff, and wait until however long and make part 2 or something. Stop making 5 different versions in the space of a year. Like I just don't like all that shit. Anyway, let's move on. Best family game. Overcooked. I'm actually quite surprised Overcooked. I actually voted for Mario Party.
Yeah, me too. Because I have actually played it at some point.
Yeah.
It's a decent game for that, you know. And
yeah. But I do know that Overcooked, the first Overcooked was a really good game.
Okay.
Even though I never played it, but I've heard from quite a few people that's played it that is really good. So okay. Yeah, I've never played that. So
Strategy.
Best strategy game. Into
the Breach.
I haven't actually played any of these games, and I think I might have voted for. I can't remember. It was literally a random vote. I don't remember what I voted for. It was a random vote on this one.
Just picking a meeny miny mo.
Okay, let's shuffle on. Best sports and racing.
Forza, the only racing game on the list.
Yeah, this is actually like really, really stupid for them to actually put underneath that category because
should have just called it best sports because
sports is a racing. Racing it's a sports game.
Yeah, like so Formula 1 is classed as sport, right? So just call it best sports.
Yeah, stupid.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, Forza. Okay, I'm cool with that.
You know, I'm not gonna lie. I did think that FIFA would have grabbed it, only because there's more football FIFA players around the world than there are any others. That's just what I think. But I don't know, maybe is somebody tired? Fucking hell. Anyway, let's move on. Best multiplayer game. Fortnite.
Yeah.
I voted for Monster Hunter.
Yeah, I probably did too.
Yeah. Which is I can see it and not like I sometimes think that if Monster Hunter got the best RPG, part of it had to do with it. You know what I mean? Had to do with the online features as well.
Guess so. Because
that's part of the game. So I would have thought, why not Monster Hunter? Get the best multiplayer game. But then again, in terms of multiplayer games like Fortnite and Overwatch, they're like proper multiplayer games. So because that's just what they cater to. So yeah, I suppose it makes sense that Fortnite would win Epic Games. So yeah, I suppose it's a fair enough.
It's cool.
Yeah, no, I mean I wouldn't say that's a snub. The best student game, I don't know anything about any of these. I don't even know who I even voted for. I think I just voted for whatever just looked good. A little picture you have with the voting.
Yeah, same. So, but Combat 2018 from Norway University of Applied Sciences.
Yeah, so congratulations to them, because that's a big deal. A student made that game, so congratulations.
Yeah, future developer right there.
Yeah, best debut indie game.
The Messenger by Sabotage Studio.
Yeah, it's the same again. I think I might have voted for that.
I voted for Donut County just because I like the name.
Actually, was it vote for Donut County? I don't know. It was either Florence or Donut County. It's one of them. I don't know. You know what I mean? But again, congratulations to them. The best esports game.
Overwatch.
Yeah, I voted for Overwatch.
Yeah,
which is fair enough.
There's a lot of these esport ones.
Yeah. Best esport player. I voted for Sonic Fox only because I know him from watching Dragon Ball.
Well, I don't know any of them, and I just went with whatever you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But he won. He had a very
interesting acceptance speech.
Yeah, a very, very, very interesting acceptance speech. Very quirky, but I like that he's just himself.
He seems like a cool character, to be honest. But
I like that.
You maybe gave up a little bit too much about yourself in an acceptance speech, but
But that's him, you know what I mean? To each their own.
I don't know him from Adam, so
You know what I mean? But yeah, he felt confident to you know what I mean, to come out to say what he wanted to say. You know what I mean? You have to give it up to him. So.
Absolutely.
Anyway, let's keep it moving. Best esport team.
Cloud9.
Yeah, that's who I voted for. Only because I like the name. That was it. I don't really know about these teams.
Nope. Alright. Coach. Esports coach. Bok. Ripper Red.
Yeah, again I just
Cloud9 coach.
Yeah, I just voted because it was Cloud9. I just like the name. That's what I'm saying. I don't really know too much about esports. I like in terms of tournaments, I just know about Tekken.
But these are all new awards.
Dragon Ball, and that's it.
All new awards.
Yeah, well, no, but it's good though, because there should be awards for for esports and the teams and the coaches. It should be, because it's gaming. Best esport events. Now I went with Evo. Obviously Evo didn't win.
I don't know.
It was winner League of Legends World Championship. They won. I'm not a League of Legends fan. I don't really watch it, so I know nothing about League of Legends. I always watch Evo, so I know about Evo, and I kind of did think to myself, like, I was tempted between Evo and Overwatch, okay. But yeah, I went with Evo because Evo's what I always watch, and I enjoy watching Evo because Evo always shows a lot. Best esports host. I went with Alex Golden Boy Mendez, only because. And I
think I went with the other Alex Machine Richardson, just because
Yeah. So the winner, what's his name? FA what? Was it, like, you got to forgive me, but I can't even pronounce the name. I think it's
FA.
FA, yeah. FA won it. So
yeah.
So congratulations, FA. Best esports moment. I actually did put it was Sonic Fox side switch against Go 1 in Dragon Ball.
Yeah, I went under advice as well because I know none of this.
No, but it was the C9 comeback win in triple OT versus FaZe in E-League. So congratulations to them.
Yep.
Content Creator of the Year. Winner was Ninja. I don't even know who I voted for. Again, it probably was just a random.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, congratulations nonetheless. And that's it. We finally got through all of the awards.
Yeah, well, there were others, there were others, but these were like the major ones and stuff. And yeah, but I mean, personally, like, I was quite happy that God of War won the
they won the big.
Yeah, they won the big ones.
Let's be honest. Was
it God of War ended up with? Was it 3? They end up with,
and Red Dead got 4.
They got 4. So, and everyone else just got like 1 or 2 and stuff. So I mean, but I think everyone knew going into this it was going to be God of War and Red Dead Redemption.
But saying that, for saying like whatever, like in every single one of those categories, sorry, where Red Dead and God of War was in, you had Marvel's Spider-Man. And they didn't win a damn thing.
Yes, they didn't win anything, actually.
I'm a little bit surprised because there was a lot of hype around that game, and I know a lot of people enjoyed it, and a lot of people loved it, and there was but not a single award. I'm surprised for the amount of nominations they got. I thought they would have come away with a little sneaky something, but no.
Yeah, but they didn't. But I'm happy that Kratos, my boy.
Obviously, I can't go.
No. But I'm really happy. I mean, Santa Monica, PlayStation, God of War. I'm happy that they won it. So congratulations, God of War, Kratos. I'm happy. So yeah, like God knows how much this is going to be worth now.
Yeah. Someone should come and rob your place.
Oh shit. I mean, like, was it like the figurine is worth P as it is already on eBay? Fuck knows how much it could be worth now.
It's a nice figurine, I'll give you that.
Yeah, definitely is. Anyway, so the next topic.
Something you want to talk about?
Yeah, so basically this week actually.
Oh.
Yeah, this week, Tekken 7 announced. It's was it the rest of the DLC characters?
Oh, is that what it is? They're not new. Forgive my ignorance. They're not new characters.
No, the only new character that's there is Negan, and from The Walking Dead.
Oh, that's one name. I did mean to ask you that if that was who I thought it was.
Yeah. It's Negan, but everyone else knew because basically when they released Anna and Lei, they hinted to Negan. Like everyone knew it was Negan because of the way the trailer was. So everyone knew Negan was coming, but nobody knew who the other 3 was. And like I was saying to you before, it was funny because I was talking to was a friend of mine, and we were talking about Tekken and stuff, and he was saying that how like his character's always been Armor King, and Armor King's not in Tekken 7, and he don't like playing with King because King's more like he does more spins and he's more like
looks like he's got his wish then.
Yeah, well now he's got his wish, which was funny. I mean, so I'm actually happy that we've got these characters. The only thing I'm a bit annoyed about is the fact that I feel like characters like Murdoch and Julia should have been in the game from day one, and that's how I felt about like characters like Lei.
So why do you think they weren't?
Probably.
Why have they kept it for like DLC?
I don't know. Maybe it was like maybe it was time. Was it maybe?
But they're existing characters.
Yeah, I know, because they was in Tekken 6 and Tekken 7. That's what I'm saying. Like these are characters that were in previous games, and so it just so it just made sense to have them in there from day one, especially Lei, because with Tekken, I always see it in terms of fighting styles. And you had no one that did traditional kung fu in Tekken 7 when it released. So in my mind, it was like, where's Lei? Just solely in terms of like fighting style.
Okay.
Like characters like Anna and Armor King. Alright, then cool. If they're not in it, fine. What I mean, you've got Nina, similar fighting style. I think it's like Aikido, whatever that Nina does. Some assassination style. But a character like Lei, which is traditional kung fu, where there's animal art styles and like it's not in there. So why wasn't he there? So that really annoyed me. Murdoch, he's meant to be like UFC. What I'm saying? Like that kind of character. So it's kind of the same thing. Like how come he's not in the game as well? And the same thing with Judah. Like Judah's got her own fighting style. And they all do, right? Yeah, they all do. But I'm talking about like, was it like Anna? There's a character that's already in the game that has a similar fighting style. Armor King, there's a character. You got King, similar fighting style. So like you've got characters that got similar fighting styles. So I understood why they wasn't in the game. But characters like Lei, Murdoch, especially Judah as well, it never made sense why they wasn't in the game, and it kind of annoyed me because they were putting they put characters like Noctis in there, which I personally think that Noctis should be and should have been in Soul Calibur, because he's got swords, he's got weapons. Like, he should have been in Soul Calibur. Why is he in Tekken? But anyway, he's in Tekken. I can't complain. I get to use Noctis. I love Final Fantasy 15. Was it one of my favorite games?
But how do you feel about Negan?
Negan, I actually watched this trailer when it announced and showed all the characters, and I do not like the look of Negan.
Oh.
Like, his face looks mad stiff. Like, was it like he looks like a person that had surgery to look like Negan. Like, just the way just the way his face is in the character. In the game.
Okay.
Like, the way his face moves.
Not a good representation then.
And even the voice, I was struggling to work out if Jeffrey Morgan actually did the voice for Negan, for the character that he plays in Walking Dead. It sounds like him, but at times it doesn't sound like. It's weird. So I'm trying to work out, did he do the voice acting for the character he plays? So that was a bit, is that him?
Excuse me.
In terms of the character design, yeah, it looks like Negan, but again, it's a character with a baseball bat in a fighting game that's all about hand-to-hand combat. That always annoys me. Yoshimitsu, I always give an allowance to, because he was in it from day one. You know what I mean? But when it introduced characters like Noctis and Negan with weapons and stuff, I always find it annoying. Put them in different games. Put them in Soul Calibur if that's the case. But but I do like the bars and the dialogue that Negan's got. It's Walking Dead. If
I'm not up to date with it, but I know who Negan is.
Yeah.
And I know what sort of character he is. So.
Yeah, no, and like the whole trailer with Negan, they had the thing where there was a bit where in The Walking Dead where they had all the main characters like Rick and all them lot, and Negan ended up killing one of them and stuff, and the Saviors and whatnot, because he's the leader of the Saviors and stuff, and they had something like that. Like with the trailer, but with all the Tekken characters all kneeling down around the campfire around the caravan. He comes out the caravan with the baseball bat, talking about Lucille. She's first, like the bars. So that is Negan, like the bars and the dialogue.
Okay.
It's just sometimes it sounded a bit weird, like if it was Jeffrey that was doing the voice of someone that was trying to do the voice of Negan. So but I'm happy that they've announced the characters and stuff. But I do think a lot of these characters should have been in the game from day one. I find that quite annoying, and it also makes me think that is Tekken 7 gonna end up becoming like Tekken Tag 3 because they're introducing so many characters and characters that you would only get in a tag version of Tekken. So that's like playing in the back of my head, that is the game actually going to get to a point where there's so many characters? Is an update going to come out and just change to Tekken Tag 3? You know what I'm saying? It's just
I doubt it.
Making a whole new game and new systems and stuff. But no, anyway, but yeah. So I just wanted to talk a bit about that. So yeah, but yeah, so generally I'm happy with the characters.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, so what's next?
Our last subject of the day, something we're going to try and bring to you every week if we can. Some deals of the week that we've found on the internet. And various places where you can shop for games. Yeah,
so basically this is the dilly of the week for games.
Is that what we're saying, isn't it?
I don't know, anyway. I just said it like that. The dilly of the week.
The dilly
of the week. Anyway, so
thanks to the Game Awards.
Yeah, so thanks for the Game Awards.
PlayStation have reduced pricing on a lot of the award winners / nominees.
Yes, the nominees.
For this weekend only.
Yeah, so this weekend, for games like God of War, digital version obviously, because only get them on the PlayStation Store.
£25.
Yeah, so basically $24.99. So anybody who wants to pick up God of War, you can pick up for $24.99. Go and pick up God of War's amazing game.
Game of the year.
Yeah, well, game of the year. You kind of have to now, isn't it? But we've got Shadow of the Tomb Raider.
Slashed.
49% got slashed.
Oh, you can do a free trial of the Shadow of the Tomb Raider.
Yeah, so technically you don't even have to buy it to even try it. You could just play the free trial.
Go and play the free trial because clearly they're desperate.
Yeah, but I think that trial only is out for a certain period of time. So if you want to actually own the game, you pick up the game for £27.99, £28 basically. I hate when you do this 99p shit, man. Fuck, just to say that £28 and done. Like, oh yeah, that 1p makes you feel like,
It does make a huge difference.
Well, not to me, it don't.
Well, anyway.
Yeah.
Detroit the digital deluxe edition you can get for £17.99.
Yeah, that's actually
a decent steal, and for the deluxe edition, I believe you get the soundtrack included in that. And
is it? What did you get with it?
I got the soundtrack.
What? So what is that? What you got with it? The soundtrack and the theme. You got themes, right?
No. Yeah, maybe.
I
can't remember.
You got the game. What do you mean you can't remember?
I can't remember what I got with it. All right.
Anyway,
but it's a sick soundtrack anyway. But for £17.99, go and buy it.
Yeah.
You won't regret it.
And
even if that's not your type of game, just play it.
Yeah.
It might surprise you.
And even though we haven't played it, but I've been hearing great things, A Way Out is for £15.99, £16 basically. So that's a really good. That's a really good pickup. You know, it was £25 basically. So
10 off.
Yeah, why not?
Bargain. What else?
Well,
anything good? Anything else? That's
you got FIFA.
Scrolly down. Don't care about FIFA.
Yeah, but it's not about what we care. It's about what. Actually, I'll tell you what. Wait. What's this Fallout 4? Yeah, so you got Fallout 4 for $8.99. So all the people that are cussing and pissed about the new Fallout game, which everyone is,
go and play. Go and get Fallout 4.
Yeah, and you want to play a half decent Fallout that's been patched and modded already, that actually works, then you can
$8.99.
Yeah, for $8.99, go pick that up. So that's a bargain. Let's see.
Nothing else worth mentioning.
No, nothing else worth mentioning. Now, for those that are only interested in getting physical copies, like ourselves.
Yeah.
Well, mainly.
Mainly.
That was it. Shop2Net. Shout out to Shop2Net. They got some really, really good deals. So you can pick up for example, you can pick up FIFA 19 on the PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo Switch, all for £32.
86p,
which is a really, really good
deal. And it's
deal.
Free postage and packaging.
Yeah.
And generally you get it next day.
Yeah, they're really good. Shop2Net are really, really good.
You can even get Red Dead Redemption 2, including 2 DLCs by the looks of it, for $49.85.
Yeah, the Warhorse and Outlaw Survival Kit DLC, $49.85. Basically £50.
Weird pricing, but yeah.
Basically £50, but that's still really good, the fact you get the DLC with them. And that's on the PlayStation and Xbox. You can also pick up Shadow of the Tomb Raider with the exclusive patch set. So I'm assuming that's everything that's out so far.
Okay, $42.85.
Yeah. And that's about it in terms of the most current games.
But generally,
Shop2Net
are cheap.
Yeah, they're really
cheaper than most other online retailers.
Yep.
I'm not going to mention names because this is not an advertising show.
Nope.
And we're not sponsored by Shop2Net. It's just our personal
preference.
Shop of choice.
Yeah.
You become a member, you earn points. The more points you get, the bigger the membership you get. The bigger the membership, the more of a discount you actually get.
Yeah, they're really good.
So you get even
really
bigger, more discounts off the prices, which are already probably some of the best on the online shops that you can get.
Yeah.
Very decent service, very good delivery service. If you pre-order from them, you do get it on the day of release, sometimes early.
Yeah, they're really good with that.
Because I got Detroit the day before.
Yeah.
And it was the only place I will make a pre-order with now.
And we have Jonathan to thank for that, because
thank you, Jonathan.
Because Jonathan was the one who put me onto game. I mean, Shop2Net. That's the game. Anyway, so so there are some other sales and certain games I want to mention that's quite relevant. So right now,
Devil May Cry then?
No, not that version. So right now. Yeah, Shop2Net is doing a Devil May Cry HD collection hard copy for $14.86, which is actually a really good deal. So
your favourite game then?
So if you want to pick up Devil May Cry before the new Devil May Cry game comes out, this is the bundle to get, and this is probably one of the cheapest deals that you can get in terms of hard copy. They've also got Rise of Tomb Raider, which is one of my favourite Tomb Raider games. I think it's better than Shadow personally. For £13.85p.
Barg.
That's a biggie bargain.
Biggie barg.
And for those that's awaiting a new Resident Evil 2 game, you can pick up Resident Evil 6 for £12.85p. Even though I know a lot of people don't like Resident Evil 6, it's one of my personal favourites.
Each their own.
But that's another story, you know what I mean? I will talk about that another time.
What about that other game that we were going to say about, you know, the best fighting game that you can get on here?
Yeah, hold on. Let's wait for it to load up. Damn. We've got Tekken 7 on here for £19.85. That's a good price.
There it is.
And we've also got Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle for £21.85p. That's a really good deal.
Dragon Ball Fighter.
And Dragon Ball Fighter said, you know, for £26.86p. That's really good. That's good. You know, that's actually really good. I mean, considering that they won the best fighting game of the year. You know, the price might go up, so I suggest go pick up Dragon Ball Fighter C. Price might go up, being that it won game of the year.
Pick up Detroit from the PlayStation Store.
Yeah, go pick up God of War. You know, go have a look at all the games that won, basically. You know, for the 2018 award games. So definitely go and do that. So yeah, that's about it. But anyway, we're going to be trying to bring you more deals in the future from different places.
If we see sales or offers or, you know, limited time, we'll try and bring it to you as soon as we can.
Yeah, definitely.
Because, you know, we all like a good bargain.
Yeah, definitely. And obviously this was the first time of us bringing the deals and stuff, and we'll find better deals and improve and try and find you the best deals possible. Yeah. So,
and we're not sponsored by anyone.
No, even though I wouldn't mind being sponsored by Shop2Net.
Trier.
No, man, I love Shop2Net. I mean, good people. I mean, good company. Anyway, so I'd like to thank you for watching Sorta Casual Games Podcast. This was episode 4. My name is Jay, aka MrGhostProtocol, and this is my partner in crime,
Karen, aka Freezergirl 77, and don't forget to also follow us on Twitter and Instagram under Sorta Casual Games, and hit that like and subscribe button, please.
Yes, and if you have any comments, you know, about any topics that we, you know, have been talking about, please feel free to leave comments below. We will interact with you and stuff like that.
Abuse will not be tolerated, though.
Yes, abuse will not be tolerated at all. Zero tolerance. Anyway, thank you for watching.